Hey YouTubers, for this video I'd like to talk to you all about nostalgia. Not things I'm nostalgic for exactly, just my views on nostalgia as a concept. For some time now, I have found that I really love nostalgia. I can honestly say that I find it heartwarming and beautiful to look back on something that means something sentimental to me or whatever. The thing is though, I have found that I seem to have a different view of nostalgia to some people. At least, that's how it feels to me sometimes. Before I go on, I'd just like to say that whatever your views on nostalgia are, I respect your opinion. I'm just here to share mine. One thing I've noticed is that most people seem to be under the impression that you can only be nostalgic for things from when you were a kid, or at least it has to be a long time ago to count as nostalgia. I personally disagree with this, but at the same time I do understand that it's very easy to look back on our childhoods fondly. Am I nostalgic for when I was a kid? Yes. But I'm also nostalgic for when I was a teenager and a younger adult as well. In fact, I even find myself getting nostalgic for a year before the year's even over. And yes, I'm already nostalgic for 2018 and will continue to gain nostalgia for it as it goes on. In my personal opinion, as long as it's in the past, you can be nostalgic for it. Maybe you feel the same way, and maybe you don't. But I've honestly heard people say things like, "This isn't nostalgia, it only came out in 2010. And I respect it if you're like this too. It's just that I can honestly say that I feel nostalgic about any past event, no matter how long ago it was, because if it meant something to me, then I'm nostalgic for it. Another thing I've noticed is that nostalgia seems to be getting a bit of a bad reputation lately. Some people are reluctant to give new things a chance because they're too nostalgic about the old things, or at least that's what they're being accused of anyway. Now, as someone who doesn't use nostalgia as an excuse to not like new things, I have no idea how many people are genuinely doing this. But in my opinion, I don't feel that this is the right way to use nostalgia. And yes, I realise that that sounds over-opinionated and patronising, but seriously YouTubers, just hear me out here. Nostalgia, regardless of what or when you're remembering, should, in my opinion, be a way to look back on things fondly and sentimentally, and not, in my opinion, a way of stopping you from enjoying new things or making older things look superior. I mean, I do sort of get it. As you'll see in my reviews, there are certain things in animation that I prefer to other things. And yes, a lot of them are prevalent in older animation, but at the same time, I don't automatically assume that newer animation or anything new is going to be bad. Some of the more modern shows are amazing in my opinion, and I can honestly praise them as much as I could something I grew up with, because my love for them has made them feel like I grew up with them, so they're nostalgic to me. Ultimately, I do accept that people are nostalgic for different things and get nostalgic for different reasons, and like I said, I do respect that. It's just, I feel that such a positive thing shouldn't bring such negativity and diversity, because at the end of the day, we're all nostalgic towards something, and don't we all deserve to look back on things we love fondly? But at the same time, I motivate all of you to check out the new things as well, because once you do, you might find something new to be nostalgic about. See you around, YouTubers!